Good morning everybody and welcome to House and Garden Flipper episode 148. We're going to finish off the upstairs area of our bunker house, and then we're going to head out into the garden and make these peppers a really nice utility garden so that their food supplies are guaranteed, or at least more guaranteed than they would be otherwise. So the hints we're getting, however, are for the modern garden, which says good grills, fountains and sculptures have simple shapes in a modern garden. So there we go. Okay, that's a bit better than it was. Alright, so we're going to start work out here. Just get our utility garden done after we've got this. Yeah, that still looks done. Okay. So I think I'm just going to go with a colour here that blends maybe a little bit, so maybe step from the sandstone into a lime. That would not be what I was chasing. Sandstone. We could go from, actually, why don't we do a light cream, because I rarely ever use cream in here, but I was thinking I was going to use a faded lemon, but I think cream might suit this space better given that our colour scheme in there is sandstone. So I might take this back yet. There's not enough yellow in my cream. We'll see. Okay. So we are just going to head through. Actually, it's not bad. We'll just keep this light wall. I'm going to give a nice foyer for these guys. Maybe put a bookcase or a showcase Mary in here if I can fit one. And possibly some plants, because I haven't put... Oh my goodness, how remiss of me. I've not put any herbs in the kitchen. That's terrible. We can't have that. Alright, just get our walls painted so it all looks pretty. There we go. Oh, I must have missed a bit. Now I haven't. Right. Oh, I definitely have. Look at that. That's terrible. So with your perk of not painting over walls that you've already painted over, you can always work out where you've missed on white or cream on white walls by just gliding your paintbrush around. And if you have not got an area, like in this case I haven't painted, actually I think I did paint this with the colour from the lounge room, but if you haven't painted it with the colour that you're using, you can get it to... There we go. So that's pretty much all done now because the paintbrush isn't moving. So that's all of that. We're not going to be using this colour again. Just get rid of that. Floor needs to be brought up to maybe the same thing we have in the other room. So we'll just go with our panels and coverings and grab our pine. So, yep, I'm thinking that's about right. And we'll dish that down to here and we'll get that over here. Alright, and that's pretty much the same now. We're good. I'm going to put a front door on. I don't know what kind of front door. If we leave the outer facade as it is with the timber finish, we can put on just either a white door or a light brown. I might go with the light brown because I think it's going to fit more in here and be less of a contrast with the dark door we've got for the kids' bedroom. So we'll just go with a brown front door. Flip it so the door knocker is on the outside, which means you want it facing away. Because I don't want this cream bit showing from the outside, I'm actually going to put the door at the very edge of the doorway, and hopefully I guessed correctly. And okay, alright, so I didn't quite guess correctly because we can just see the edge, but with cream it doesn't matter. If I'd done it green, we would have a lovely little green outline all the way around, which would be annoying. And we're going to just go with another door in here. I might make that a darker... I know it's not the black of the door opposite. All right, no, let's go with a little bit more balance through. We're going to have this door open in towards the wall rather than the bigger open space. Hopefully I didn't just put a front door in. I have a horrible feeling I just stuck a front Oh yeah, okay. Let's try this again, and this time you use an internal door, hey? All right, again we're going to put this all the way in here, and just to give, oh gosh, a bit of balance to this room, I'm going to get rid of the welcome mat. At least it's on the inside. The vampires won't be able to invite themselves in, but honestly, let's let's just get that done. No, there are no vampires in House Flipper. I made that up. We are going to put a limb bookcase over in the corner because it's the only bookcase narrow enough to fit that space. You know what? I'm thinking we might make all of the furnishings, it's either going to be cream or nut, and the thought with doing it nut is that this would darken this space down and match those doors, and then you're going from a dark small space into a more open space. The other thought that we could do is we grab the cream, and the cream will link this room through into the other room to a certain degree. So I don't know. Cream does kind of look washed out though. And it's a big contrast with the doors. What about cherry? Yeah, that's just a no. Pine, I just don't like the way the pine... Okay, alright, pine. Sold on the pine. Let's go. Because this door... Oh, okay. Yes, yesterday it was opening from the other direction, but fine. So we are obscuring the door just a tiny bit, and we're going to live with it. I'm going to put a Showcase Mary in on that side over there, and we are sticking with the pine, so that will help with our timbering through. Just pop that there. I have space for a plant. I really want to put a tomato plant in a pot in that corner because they're practical people, but I think we're just going to have to go for decorations. We're going to do diagonal plants. We are going to go with decorations and plants. Thinking we need something tall. That has the most appeal. I don't mind this either. It's low maintenance. I'm thinking though this might suit the style of the room better, although it does have this stuff around the pot. Yeah, no, look, let's have a look and see how this goes. It kind of fits. So we can either have that one, but I'm thinking the Jucca, not the Jucca, the Sansevieria is probably going to fit. Yeah, no. I like the Jucca better. It's just personal preference. There's nothing, no pros or cons. Yellow's too yellow. I need a softer yellow, something in between the orange and the white. But without that, what we'll do is we'll just pop one of these in here, and then we'll pop one of those in over there. We might put a shoe... Oh no, I think the shoe cupboard is going to block the door. Let's just see if the shoe rack blocks the door. With the tree hanger. And it's not pine, so that's another minus against it. Alright, I need a shoe rack half the size. That's annoying. Go to furniture, go to cupboards, go to withdrawals. And we need that thing. That will fit. No, it won't. I need a really, really narrow chest of drawers. I don't actually think there is one. Nope. Also too wide. And ditto again. That was just me being optimistic. The dressing table. No. Alright, that's not going to happen. Let's have a look at cabinets. They're all too wide. That's really tiny, but it would look ridiculous. Alright, so I guess what we're going to do then is we're going to just bite the bullet and go with the bookcase in pine, and it will kind of sort of I'm going to just put it here. And then I'm going to smack another plant down in the middle over there. Alright, and now we're going to put in a rug. Yep. I'm thinking round or yellow, one of those. So let's just grab a rug. That's kind of cool. See, we could go with this one, which kind of fits, or we could go with something that picks up the white in the pots and just kind of try and pull the room together using that. The grey is too much. I don't think, no, I don't have any yellow variants, so we won't go with that. That's not going to work. It's too brown. I know it did say it was a brown rug, and that is my fault, but that's too grey. We may just have to give up on those pots. Hang on, round rug yellow. Let's have a look at. Nope. That's kind of pretty, and if I had more red, I would definitely use it. All right, what have we got here? No, okay. I think we're just going to have to, I'm just going to run with the yellow rug. And I'm going to put it right there. Which means I want to put another rug in here somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. No, okay, no. Although, having said that, now that I know that I've got that other rug in the other room, we could just go with, where is it? See, I think that's probably an abomination. Let's just put it down and have a look. Yeah, no, I really don't like it. The only white rug I can think of is in the round. And it's too small. If I could expand that by about double its diameter, that would be good. Because it would kind of fit at that point. So no, as it is, it kind of looks like an afterthought. That ditto with that is too small. Okay. And I really don't think. I mean, that looks the best out of everything we've put in. You know what? A splash of colour never hurt anybody much. And speaking of splashes of colour, I do have enough space in here to put in a bird picture. So we will grab our bird picture from decorations. It's usually lurking down the bottom. Somewhere. There we are. And we'll pop that over there. The other thing we haven't put in here is a light. So we'll just grab our ceiling lamps and put one of those in. Kind of like the idea of being able to see our guests. So pop that in there. Right. Did I put a light switch in? I've covered the light switch. Let's put a light switch in. Okay, one standard light switch coming up. Pop it over here. It's registering the plant. Okay. There we go. One very simple foyer. Excuse me. Okay, let's just go to this corner and turn. And we'll take that shot as well. It's a really simple foyer. There's not a lot to them. Now, last but not least, let's get this room done. What have we got? We've got a dark blue bedroom, a sandstone kind of living room, a cream entry hall, and a purple bedroom. So heaven knows what colour they want in their bathroom. I mean, the one that springs to mind, the easiest one to install is is the blue, but let's try and do something a little bit different. There's not a lot of choice in these tiles. Alright, I'm going to go with the light yellow just to match the pine paneling outside in the foyer and in the lounge room. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put up the 2 tones of white, because the 2 tones of white are actually more like 1 tone of white and 1 tone of cream, which goes really well. I could put these in. This is kind of coffee coloured, and actually it's really tempting because it'll darken it down. But we also have these, which will keep this room relatively light. So we just grab this and run through. And it's got the vent up the top. That vent can be moved if it gets in the way. It's just something I'll have to remember. Probably going to keep most of the bathroom as it is. Actually no, because I'm going to get rid of that thing because it's driving me nuts already. We'll put in a towel radiator instead. So I've got the door opening towards the wall. May not have been my best idea. I might flip it round. We'll see. Just get this part done. Okay. So away we go with this part. So while I'm doing this, I'm trying to work out what I want exactly to put in the garden. And it's going to be a fairly practical garden. I'm going to put roses along the hedge line, just because they'll brighten the place up. They'll act as a deterrent for anyone who wishes to pass through the hedge, and they'll provide rose hips, which are a really good source of vitamin C if you get the right species of rose. So vitamin C's pretty handy if you're looking at surviving and looking at supplementing what you've got. So you can make rosehip tea and things like that. So roses are actually quite a practical plant. We're going to do lavender as well, because that has antiseptic properties. We're going to do cinquefoil. I vaguely remember it having something useful as well, and I can't remember what it was. But we're also going to do a lot of rebas, which are your black currants and things like that, as well as natural berry bushes. So those things will all help with the food side of things, and also keeping preppers healthy in tough times. We'll go for a bit of biodiversity with the varieties, just because if one thing goes wrong with your garden and gets into one part of your planting, hopefully other parts of your planting will survive. And what else? Vegetable patch is the other thing we'll do. We'll also do a shed outside, because I know I didn't really get a lot of fuel cans into the bunker. So what I'm going to do is put a garden shed up near the entry where we've got our generator room, and that can be where they put some more fuel. And then I'll put in a second one just because it would be useful for them to have. Just going to flip things around in this bathroom a bit. So yeah, I'll put a second shed in because it's going to be useful for them to have. Who puts a power switch right behind the shower? because it would be useful to have that second storage out there. So bathroom. Let's go with the shower first and see which shower is going to actually allow me to install it. I like the curve because it just takes up, it gives me more space to play with outside the shower. I think I put an idiom in downstairs, so we might go with a cause this time. Just back it up a little bit. And we will assemble this. Hopefully I won't get stuck in a wall and have to undo it all. Nope, that's nice and cooperative. Alrighty. So the next couple of things we need a toilet, we need a washing machine, and we need a sink set. So I'm going to put the sink set in the middle, the toilet to the left, and the washing machine up in that corner there. So we'll get that done. Which means I need installations. I did say I was chopping and changing this bathroom around. So let's pop that down there. And we're going to go for a large sink again for the storage situation, because that means that they can store things upstairs as well. So we'll just grab our sink plumbing system. Come on, be cooperative. Give them a little bit of space near the toilet. There we go. We might as well, whoops, unscrew that while we're here. Otherwise I'll forget and then I'll be like, why won't my sink go in? Boo-hoo. Let's put a washing machine in as well. Just going to pop that down in the corner over here. Okay, let's get all of this done. I'm going to try and put a compact toilet in, mostly because it doesn't matter that these aren't very compact. So we'll go for the WC-ME and we'll just pop that in. We'll just pull it a little bit away from the wall. And away we go. Oh my gosh, that was easy to install. Huh. I wonder if I can make it sit closer to the wall, because it looks a little odd the way it's sitting now. Yes, I can make it sit closer to the wall. All right. Okay, let's try that trick again, but this time without half a mile between the back of the toilet and the wall. Okay, let's go for a large sink. I have a feeling it's too far around. Alright, so I have a hanging sink Lamont and a hanging sink Shannon. I'm actually going to go for the Lamont this time because I haven't used it for a while. I want a slightly darker top, but not one that is that much darker. American elm is what we're using throughout the rest of the house. Cottonwood looks better. Actually, I like the sapel as well. Let's go with the sapel. That's kind of cute. Pop that. Alright, hopefully I haven't done myself out of the space I need for the washing machine. If I have, I'm just going to sell this and we are going to go with a different sink. We'll just get this lot up and running and away we go. Pop that, oops. Click, click, click. Sink will work better if I put the taps in. I really do think I may have made a mistake with that washing machine space. Let's check it out. If I have, it's easy. Just uninstall it and reinstall it. Nope. We have just enough space. All right. That's a relief. Ooh, okay. So I'm thinking we just about have this bathroom done. I still remember not getting this washing machine put in the first time. There it is. Okay. We need a toilet roll holder, we need some shelving, and we need a hanging towel rack. We do. Let's go with something less classic. We also need a rubbish bin. Panteos are good. Wonder if I can fit that. Pull it out of the wall. No, it really isn't going to let me have that space. Fine. Will be it. We need a mirror. What sink did I just buy? A Lamont. Let's have a look at the Lamont mirrors and just see what they look like. I really like where they've put the mirrors. You don't have to sort through other to find everything now. It's really good. So Lamont, we had teak. I think we were going with American elm or possibly with sapel. I think we may need to go with sapel for this one, just to match the sink top. There we go. Now you can see yourself. Might just raise that up a little bit. And we might give them some down lights on that one. So just lamps and sconces or wall lights. Actually, that's kind of cute. I don't want to be that cute. Okay. And no. Although I'm going to have to remember that. That's kind of cute. So for bedrooms, you can have, yeah, that or that or that. Right. So usually you can go with a sconce luxe or a double bathroom sconce. I think we might just go with the luxe. All right, we'll stick with. No, let's give it a touch of gold just to match in with the yellow. Hit that switch. A bit of light makes all the difference. Bathrooms. Blinds are really good places for growing mold if you don't keep them clean, but that won't be a problem with these guys, right? So I'm thinking maybe we'll have a look at blinds to cover the windows instead of just the usual mountable window blinds. Okay, that would be a no. I just did that one, didn't I? Shh. The only one I'm really curious about is this, and I have a funny feeling this is like a resounding, oh my god, why did you even think of this? Okay, it's not resounding, but it is a bit bright. I really need a cream blind just to go with this kind of thing. I mean, it does say vivid colours and it really lives up to that. So I have white, I have light grey, beiges. Let's have a look at this white. See if this goes in any better. If I could get away with it, I'd put a blind in over my Venetians. You know what? I kind of like that. Let's stick with that one. Okay, so I really want something that would bring that blind to blend with that mirror, but I don't think I'm going to manage it. So what have I forgotten? The heated towel rail, which needs to go up on that wall. Installations, towel radiator plumbing system, towel radiator. Here I am trying to install it when it's not there. There we go. Just pop this in and we're all good. So there's nothing flash about the bathroom. It's pretty standard. We need some wash baskets, maybe a plant or two. You know what? I'm thinking we're going to give them plants. Let's grab. And I'm just thinking we're going to stick with the jukas. At this point, I'm going to pop one over here, one over here, maybe. And then I'm going to grab a couple of laundry baskets, which I think I find under accessories and containers. Yeah, there we go. So wicker, I can go with that. Actually, let's have a look at that. That doesn't look too bad. Let's grab one of those and two of those. I'm torn between doing another juka and a laundry basket, but I think that'll just be a little bit much space in there, a little bit much demand on that space. We do need a cabinet above the washing machine, just simply because it's it's a laundry, as well as a bathroom. You kind of want to have that's massive, isn't it? I really want it about there. I need a single one there. Now, where is your head when you're sitting? Okay. You know, I'm thinking I would rather have the kitchen cabinet style. There it is, these ones. And oops, I meant to buy many. Let's just check it. Line up the bottom because it's easier than lining up the top. And I can't fit two there, so I'll just fit one. Did I get the... oops. I just need to bring it up to about that marker. Alright, so this place has a lot of storage space in it. I don't know if it's the most adorable looking place or if it's just practical. But practical is good, right? Go with our lamps and our ceiling lamps. We'll just duck down to here, grab our light wood and flip it so it's lengthways. Put that in, add our light. Okay, that's our upstairs bathroom done. And I'll just take a shot from this angle. Alright, I'm thinking we've got a little bit of time to head out into the yard, although it does look pretty black out there. Oh wow, it is dark. We were going to smoke in some roses. Yep, roses, rebas, and cinquefoil, I think we were looking at. So we'll just duck into the garden plants. We'll grab our flower beds. So cinquefoil is quite large. Meadowsweet we also need. How big is that? Meadowsweet's another herb that you can make use out of. Shrubby cinquefoil is huge. Alright, I'm going to have to find some spaces for it. We won't put a lot of them in. Let's have a look at our roses. So I've got some large flowered roses and I've got some rose bushes. Let's go with the bushes. Ah, no, what are you doing? Right, looks like the rose bush thinks it knows where it belongs. Not quite, mister. There's a grapevine there. So let's put in basically a number of these. We'll leave some space in between them. For our rebas, we can also put in some, I don't know if we've got blackberry, I do know we've got black currant. Out of the hedge, there we go. And we'll pop this one in the corner. I haven't put a hedge, why haven't I? Because I forgot to replace the hedge I took out. Let me just fix that while I'm here. It was under fences. So fences and scrolly down to a 1.5 meter wide, not deciduous, coniferous. Just grab that one. Alright, and we'll put this back where we had it. Okay. Now we'll go back to our garden, our roses. So just dive into here. I know I could have taken it off that front page, but I'm just going to take it out of here so that I can come back to the flower page whenever I wish. Just going to put, so yeah, so this is going to be a practical garden. I'm just trying something different. You can have flowers with the practical gardens. Oops. Okay. So we will have a proper look at how this looks in tomorrow's episode. But what I'm going to do first is just very quickly put them put these in. There's one there, one there, one there. I put something in the middle there. Ow. So rose bushes are a bit of a mixed blessing because you can also hurt yourself on them, but like I said, rose bushes, rose hips, not a bad combination. I just have to not forget that I've got a grapevine in that corner. I will put one there. It's not very equidistant, but that's okay. So the grapevines are on the outer edge there. Okay. And they're pretty. So you can have something that's pretty and practical. Good for morale. There we go. Okay. Now I do need to fit 2 sheds in, so how am I going to do this? Alright, we're going to do one on either side of the bunker. So we need our fuel shed and we need our tool shed. So fuels and tools. Let's have a look and see what we've got. Architecture constructions maybe? I've forgotten where to find them. It's okay, we'll find it in a minute. Other, there we go. And we also need to put composters in for a bit of self-sufficiency. That's oak, hickory, red cedar. Red cedar, let's go with that because it's durable. Which way around? There's my door. So I basically want to sit it here. Okay. I have to sit it all the way forward for it to work though. Fine, we will do that. That's our first shed down. Just try and get the am I stuck on? Alright, we just have to do it one at a time. E for assemble. Just a matter of finding the little blue glowy bits. Easier to do when it's sunny than when it's not. So just drop that in there. Just drop that round there. Get the front facade on. No. Ah, here we are. Let's get these in. You can't move them once you've put them in either, so it does make it quite hard to put your sheds exactly where you want them. Okay, so this is further forward than I wanted it. I actually wanted it back a little bit more, but that's not going to happen. So let's get the second one in and line it up. Hopefully. It's also going to have to be further forward than we wanted, but that's That's just the way it is. Okay, I'll just get this down here like this. There they are. Nope. Alright. Of course, you need that first. Put the door on. Okay, so I don't think we have the ability to open our sheds and stack things in them yet. That may not come, but right. So unfortunately I do have sheds that are a long way forward. I'm going to have to take out those rose bushes because that's not practical. Really annoying. I wanted them back, but that's okay. And I can't move it. Nope, that's fine. Can I open it? Ooh, I can open it. Excellent. Okay. That's wonderful. Okay, let's see if we can get garage shelving into here. Like I said, I didn't realise we could actually put things in, so let's see if we can get... Alright, no, it won't let me put garage shelving in. Let's see if it will let me put fuel cans in. So under supplies and containers, here we go, canisters. Alright, it's going to be weird about it, but hey, we can get canisters in, that's pretty good. So now we can put things in our garden shed. That I didn't realise. That is awesome. Alright, I'm not sure what's wrong with this particular space, but there we go. I can't stack these, can I? Can I? No, okay. Those I think just ended up outside. Now I just need a mower to be able to put it in my shed. Let's go with our jerry cans instead. So this is why I wish you could your people could be influenced by what you put in your garden. So we might also add some water in as well. Like more than one. So your bunker overflow is at the top, which is a little bit vulnerable for you. Oh, I see, it's trying to put it into the bunker as well. So I think the fact we've got the bunker underneath this section is also, whoops, causing some conniption. So this is not going to look as neat as it might otherwise. But okay, this is going to be our supply shed. And if I could put shelves in there, there would be a lot more supplies, but that's alright. The fact I can put anything in there. Actually, speaking of shelves, can I put up shelves in here? No, but it was worth a thought. Okay. That rose bush is driving me nuts. Fine, this means we have space for tools. Do we have tools in our garden thing? We have sprinklers, nice. Hang on a minute. So tool shed is in other, and that's what we've got. Yeah. Shovel, aha, in equipment and accessories. All right. So accessories, tools. There we go. We definitely need a rake in our garden. One, probably not the best way to put your rake, but anyway. And we need a couple of shovels, because one is never enough. Come on, be nice. Not quite sure why it's, whoops, not letting me put things exactly. I think that was outside. Oh, no, don't put the shovel outside. Alright, what else have we got in here? Sledgehammers. Every good garden needs a sledgehammer. Can I flip it? Oh, okay. I can flip it to lie it down flat. I just can't flip it to do anything else. A wood saw. This would be so much better if I could put shelves in, but hey, I can put all sorts of things in otherwise. Let's go with a hoe, maybe 2 hoes in case more than one person wants to hoe at once. Just flip that sideways. What else have I got in here? Okay, that's a little hammer. Alright, I probably should tool up the whole place, but let's not. So I have a shovel, rake and hoe. Actually, we probably need an axe as well. I know, I'm not real happy with putting it on the floor, but given I didn't expect to be able to put anything in the sheds, that's actually really cool. We are going to get rid of, maybe not get rid of it, let's see if we can move this rose bush to about here. And that definitely has to go. We'll just get rid of it completely. Thinking that probably has to go as well. Okay, so that's that much done. So we've now got our roses in. We have our sheds in. These were our AWOL objects. We'll just get rid of them. Whoa, they really went. We need our compost bins. I'm actually going to use them just to... So what I was going to use was the shed to hide the bunker entrance. But I can't get the shed to sit further back. Maybe I can. I'm just wondering if the proximity to the bunker entrance is the problem rather than where the back of the shed sits. So let's just have a quick look and see. We're going with red cedar, won't we? Yeah. Okay, it could just be that we just need space to put those rear poles. Yeah, alright, that's all it is. What happens if I flip the shed? Okay. Alright, we will do that. What happens if I sell the shed? Haha, okay. Everything inside it is still there. Which is not going to help me when I have to restack it all. So I'm just going to zap all of that. And what we're going to do is face the shed towards the hedge line, just so that we can put the shed where we want it. Just move all of these things. Hopefully, oh, I was going to say hopefully I didn't miss anything, but clearly... Oh, wait a minute. I think that's from the bunker, and I'm not sure what I just sold. That could be a disaster. Okay. It's a mystery. Okay. So to put the sheds in where we want them, we have to have the doors facing the other way. We shall do that. So shift and turn. That means I can put it further up this way. I'll just back this one back. And what that does is it completely obscures where the shed door is from the outside. Which will keep people's need for secrecy happy. There we go. So we'll just quickly get that back in. Uh-oh. sometimes if you can't see it, you can still complete it. Okay, so that was my grapevine getting in the way, but this is preferable to how I had it. It's just not how I wanted it. So what I was hoping was to have the door this much space at the front and the door facing towards the house. That's okay. Deal. That there. Let's get this slot in. We're going to have that same deal with the grapevine that we had before. Alright, so this time it's not going to let us construct our shed. Alright, that's irritating, but okay. Let me just grab this grapevine and sell it and see if it will let me construct the shed now. Yep. So basically the problem was that I had a grapevine that I'd planted in the way. Now where did that... We're still doing the guesswork though by not being able to look through the hedge leaves. So that's right, it's a minor thing. And I might leave that grapevine out, and I might do exactly the same with this one and get rid of that one. Just to give us a bit of space in front of the shed. But the point that I wanted to do was I wanted the bunker to not be visible at all from the street. So we've managed that quite well. We are now going to grab some compost bins and dump those in. I'm thinking we might go with the synthetic one this time as opposed to the more natural looking one. And we might stick with that original colour scheme. Maybe green. Oops. Yeah, let's go with that. So, which way around does this thing go? Let's use a shift flip on that. And we're going to do the same over here. How much compost do you need? I don't know. But we're going to put these in a 4. Actually, we probably need a little bit more space between them, otherwise someone's going to break their neck trying to get compost out. There we go. All right. So I think we've got our compost in, we've got our roses in. The next session we will put in, we also need to remember fruit trees, which will go in this space here. We need to remember to put in berry bushes. Actually, I'm thinking fruit trees will go in this space here. Vegetable patch will go here and possibly across the top. And we'll put in our black currants, lavender, raspberries, probably more into this space here, and just have this as kind of a berry patch. But that is where we're going to leave it today. And yeah, so that's what we'll do next week. Not next week, tomorrow. So take care out there. If you like the episode, please hit like, and if you'd like to see more, please hit subscribe, and I will see you later. Have a great day. See ya.